name's Austin Izzo.
My name is Amelia Veach.
My name is Andrea Oakes.
My name is Austin Reese.
This project idea came from a merge of two of our already existing projects. The Parks project, which focused on community-based projects, going into parks and outfitting them with different sustainable technologies, and our solar project, which in the past has created multiple different forms of solar charging devices. So by merging these two projects, we were able to implement solar sustainability into a community that was the retirement home.
We first started with a concept, so we kind of took it pretty broad. We thought about what we wanted to do and who we wanted to make an impact with, like what community group. And we had never really worked with like a rehabilitation center or nursing home before, so we wanted to start there. We thought that there was a really interesting combination of sustainability and people who necessarily couldn't walk or couldn't move as well as they could, like used to be able to, or ever could. And so we thought that that was an interesting community to reach out to. And then we kind of just looked at all of the different ones in our area. A lot of them consisted in the North Campus, Amherst, suburb area. And this one didn't. It was downtown. It was in like a really urban environment. It was in a neighborhood that we didn't usually interact with, and we thought it was a great opportunity to get our membership off campus and downtown and working with a community that they had never been to or seen before, potentially.
So the design itself, it's pretty much two main parts. The first part is a raised garden bed that is 8 feet long, 4 feet wide, 3 feet high, and has about 6 to 7 inches of soil in it. That part has an auto irrigation system that goes through it to water all of the plants. The second part, which is a 4x4 foot table with a roof above it, which has solar panels on it. And these solar panels provide the power to pretty much run the auto irrigation system.
We broke each aspect of the whole table into different teams. So we had a team lead for benches, we had a team lead for the main structural tower, we had a team lead on electric, and a team lead on the garden bed. And I had taken each of everyone who signed up, and I just assigned them to a team at the beginning so that you know who you're looking for and you know who you're listening for, so you're not just standing around being like, well, I have this hammer. What should I do with it?
I'm a member of ESW, Engineers for a Sustainable World, and it is Build Day, so we are building our tabletop garden. Today I have helped make the roofing system and putting together the table that is going to go beside the actual tabletop garden.
So what brings you here today? To see Build Day. I'm super excited. I've been hearing about the program for months now. I helped a little bit with some of the initial coordinating for the Berkeley one. But I really wanted to come out and see you guys and see the final product. My job is a chapter relations coordinator, so we have a whole department at National dedicated to supporting chapters, so making support material, documents to help you guys with financial planning, with running a chapter, member retention, just anything that could help you guys grow or be better. So my job is to work with chapter leaders in New York and in Canada to answer their questions and make sure that everything they need is supported by National.
Obviously, Build Day is a huge project, so we also got funding from a grant within the Buffalo area. It comes from an organization called the Awesome Foundation. Specifically, we got it from the Buffalo chapter. The organization themselves, they're really interesting. They work with a lot of smaller, like grassroots type projects and type things to fund, and it's basically just 10 people who put $100 into a pot and then get applications, and then they just give you $1,000, no strings attached. So it's called what they call micro grants.
We are from Awesome Buffalo, and we gave this team $1,000 to make their project happen. We like that there were going to be a lot of people involved, a lot of students involved, that it is beneficial for the community and the environment, and it's not just something that you're doing at UB, but also bringing it here into the community where the residents of the rehab center will be able to enjoy it.
Well, today we're very excited to host the students from the University of Buffalo, along with some of their other friends, at a Build-A-Day project, where they are creating a self-sustaining wheelchair-level garden for us and our residents here. The residents are looking forward to this. It'll get them outdoors, able to enjoy the weather, and still able to pursue their favorite pastime of gardening. The occupational therapy department was also very interested because they can also incorporate that with the therapy for the residents, get them doing hands-on activities which they enjoy, which makes completing therapy so much easier.
This project's impacted me because it's kind of a last chance to leave an impact on Buffalo, especially because I'm moving from Buffalo. So it's more of a lasting impression, A, on the club, and B, on the community, of something that I can come back and be like, oh, well, I was one of the team leaders when we first did this project. And also, like, I helped design this, and I gave back to the community that's given me so much, because I've loved living in Buffalo over the course of being here. So it's nice to be able to, like, give someone, and especially to a community who appreciated it so much. Like, all of the people in the rehab center were really excited. The woman Linda, who we worked with at the center, was so excited. The OT people were so excited to have it. So it's just nice to take my last year and be able to help people, as opposed to just kind of doing stuff around the school, or just focusing on my one, like, big capstone design project.
I'm graduating in May, so I'm obviously, this is the last time I'm going to be a project leader, so it's kind of sad, but it's nice to go out as someone who I felt like I really made an impact on both our group. We were able to do something we had never done before. We kind of a really large scale project for us that involved multiple community groups, multiple different people. It was complicated and broad, and that was really awesome. But I also think that I learned a lot about organization. I learned a lot about making sure your designs and what you're doing in the world is useful, and not just building things for the sake of building them, but rather thinking of a real problem and then thinking of how ways to fix that problem. I think that sometimes people get caught up in sustainability with just like new tech and new cool like technology, rather than like, how does this technology fill a specific void that we have? How does this technology affect people's lives?